Hey folks, so a few people actually showed me this picture. The first photos from Rambo 5, and apparently Rambo is now Roy fucking Rogers. Ready to sing happy trails to you until we meet again. I know what people don't say, Matt, it's just a photo. Matt, look at Rambo 4 the way it ends. He went home to a ranch. So of course. It's a ranch. What do you expect? What kind of ranch does that mean you have to look like Roy fucking Rogers? When I think of Rambo, I don't think of. Honestly, I don't even think of John Wayne. I keep saying Roy Rogers, but I don't even think of John Wayne. I don't. I think he's better than John Wayne. I was never a John Wayne guy. I was more a Clint Eastwood guy. I don't hate John Wayne, just more Clint Eastwood. And it just Sly. I don't think he looks good as a cowboy. I really don't. Some people do, some people don't. It'd be like, okay, here's another Die Hard film, and there's Bruce Willis. Look, here's John McClane. Looks like a cowboy. It'd be like, what? It just. We went from First Blood, where his style was as the sort of the hippies. He wasn't a hippie, but style of the hippies. That's how the cops looked at him. Again, he wasn't a hippie, but people looked at him that way. Time period, and now he's. I just go, Sly. What the fuck are you doing, man? And I'd already read the comments saying, Matt, what's the big deal? Who gives a shit? Because this whole concept of Rambo 5, we don't need. And I don't want. Because I'll speak for myself on that. I don't want it. Of course, the easy answer, well, you don't have to watch it. But people know I'm a Rambo Stallone fan, so they don't ask me. And since they don't ask me, I'm going to answer. This is my channel. Oh, you're just negative. You just want to be negative. You have to be negative on anything. Have you been around this fucking year for movies? Have you been around with how they've done Star Wars? Like The Last Jedi, Star Trek. Oh, y'all, it's a sabotage with Beastie Boys. Ninja Turtles, looking like Mongoloid motherfuckers. Ghostbusters, here's a pussy fart. Here's shooting a ghost in the dick. I don't know if this is a black thing or a woman thing. Creed, aka Trap, starring Michael B. Jordan as an unlikable prick who's like, hey, we'll give you this opportunity. You don't have a great job? Don't care. Going home. I don't need your money. Yeah, fuck your free money. Fuck your free job. I'm sorry, you're not an underdog. Underdogs will not even get the opportunity to get a free job, and good money. You're just an uptight prick. Rich boy, fuckface. You're the villain. If this was a Karate Kid movie, you'd be the fucking villain. Seriously. Creed, Michael B. Jordan's character in Creed, he would work, he'd be like, someone would be telling him, sweep the leg. Sweep the leg, Creed, sweep the leg. And he fucking tried to do it on Danielson. That's who fucking Creed is. Michael B. Jordan's character in Creed. He works for Cobra Kai. That's the kind of fucking prick he is. And Stallone, I don't get the praise Stallone. I love Stallone. I give him praise for Copland. I give him praise for ICU, playing an alcoholic, suicidal cop that no one fucking talks about, but I think his most underrated performance. I did credit to his role in Dick Carter, which people took his shit on. Did credit to Rocky Balboa with some of the most inspirational speeches in movie history. I don't give credit to Creed, where all he did was puke, be tired, puke some more, and oh, I got cancer. That doesn't. That gets an Oscar nomination, not Copland, not Rocky Balboa. Do people remember actual dialogue that Stallone said in Creed? I still remember dialogue in Rocky Balboa. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. The world is a nasty place. It will beat you to your knees. Yeah. About how hard you get hit, keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. And if people want to say I'm not a Stallone fan, here's the thing. Look at my Stallone movie playlist. Most of them are positive reviews. I even gave credit to the word print of Rocky 5 because I think it's better than the theatrical cut. I like Daylight, Nighthawks, which a lot of people don't talk about nowadays. Rambo 3, I think, is highly underrated. But getting to this, how many fucking franchises need to be fucked up? I don't want it to happen to Rambo because I love all 4 movies. I don't want a 5th one to come out and get shit. Well, you don't know it yet. Yeah, I'm sure people didn't know about Predator and this fucking new Predator movie that came out. Or how the Expendables movies got fucked up. In my opinion, they did. Because in my opinion, the only good one was the first one in 2010. Then the sequels sucked. Oh, let's have Arnold and Stallone star in a movie together as equals. Oh, let's have it be a forgettable piece of shit that's not even an action film called Escape Plan. No, Stallone, no. Hey, let's not do Hunter, like your version of Predator. Let's do Grudge Match. Let's do Escape Plan 2 and 3. Let's continue Rocky, even though you said Rocky Balboa was the last fucking movie and you ended it on a high note. That's why you directed it, because no one had faith in you. And you wanted to end Rocky on a high note, but you gotta keep milking it. Here's the tid, you gotta keep milking it. It's dry. Oh well, you gotta keep milking it so the powder is now coming out. Oh, there's no powder. Oh, now alright, that's sweat. Keep all the sweat out. And then you keep doing it, it's fucking bleeding. Get all the blood out. Oh, get all the bone marrow out. Get all the bone out. Get fucking everything out. That's what they do nowadays. I enjoy the first 4 Die Hard films. Die Hard 5. You think I'm not a fan of these franchises. I saw Die Hard 5 and liked it because I wanted to not be disappointed and lied to myself. I lied to my ass. While I sat in the theater, no, this isn't shit. It's great. It's John McClane Die Hard. And then I watched A Good Day to Die Hard at home and I'm like, it does suck. What the fuck? I don't want that to happen to Rambo. Just to me, it's one of the only franchises that hasn't been fucked up. First Blood is a classic. Rambo 2 is my favorite. It's one of the best action films ever. Rambo 3 is one of the most underrated sequels ever. And Rambo 4 is one of the best action films in the past 10 years. I don't want it to get fucked up. I don't want you to kill off Rambo. I don't want you to not do anything. Because this is 10 years after Rambo 4. And Rambo 4, he could do a little bit. But not as much as Rambo 3, Rambo 2. It's now 10 years later. I love you, Sly, but what can you do at 70-some years old? I'm being realistic and practical. It's not, oh, you're being a hater. It's being practical. What more can he do? It's not like, oh, he's going to Mexico and somehow there's the C4 explosive arrows returned. He's not going to do that. I don't want, oh, let's do shaky cam. Or let's put shitty CGI. Which there's some wonky CGI Rambo 4, but let's put more of it. I don't want that to happen. And this first picture Sly looks ridiculous. I'm sorry. He looks ridiculous in a cowboy outfit. If you disagree, fine. But to me, I don't want him looking like Roy fucking Rogers. Where's Trigger? Oh, he walked on the set of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, so he can't be fucking done. Well, that ended like 10 years ago, like 8 years ago. Well, Trigger got traumatized from that making that fucking movie and working with Sherry Moon Zombie. That now he's in a fucking asylum. So sorry, you can't have Trigger. He's in an asylum after working in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Sorry, Mr. Roy Rogers, Stallone. You can't use him. Here's the horse from The Lone Ranger with Johnny Depp. The one that was all of a sudden on fucking trees for some reason. But look at all those franchises, folks. People think I'm so negative, but let's really look at it. Godzilla. I'm sorry that 2014 film was a cock tease, and then the Japanese Godzilla, which I know a lot of people loved, and I don't get it, was not Shin Godzilla, it was shit Godzilla. Bullshit. Ghostbusters, RoboCop remake, fucking RoboCop 3, RoboCop remake, Ghostbusters, Halloween. Do you know what's funny? I heard a rumor about that new Halloween movie. This is a rumor. Nah, I better not say it because if it's true, people will be pissed that I spoiled something. Never mind. Never mind. I can't be that much of an asshole. Sorry, but I don't want another Rambo film. The fuck? It ended at full circle. That was the point of Rambo 4. To end it full fucking circle. Then you could go on to do your own other shit, Sly. And by the way, if he has to go back to franchises, let's say he has to. This is some law in Hollywood. You gotta go back to your franchise or you get arrested or you get fined $1,000,000. Some kind of law we don't know about. Why does it have to be Rocky and Rambo? Why don't you go back to Cobra? Says I'm gonna mention another thing with Cobra, either before or after this video. Why don't you go back to Cobra? Go, you and Kurt Russell get together, do another Tango and Cash. Why do you have to go back to Rocky and Rambo? But to me, I'm like, I say explore new avenues, but then he did with a steep pen, bullet to the head, and they sucked. If you like them, cool, but they sucked, in my opinion. And look at this year. The fucking movies that have come out. Can you really say this has been a good year for movies? And yeah, I'm supposed to look forward to, well, they fucked up Star Wars, Star Trek, Ghostbusters, RoboCop. They fucked up Predator, Aliens. It was fucked up for a while, but then you got stuff like Alien Covenant. I mean, do you really think I want that to happen to Rambo? I'm wearing a fucking Rambo cap. I am a fan. I'm one of those fans that loved Rambo 3. I keep mentioning it because that one got shit on. To this day, gets shit on Rambo 3. To this day, Rambo 3 is called, nah, it's mediocre. Nah, it's not that good. It's pretty lame. Pretty lame? The guy shooting C4 tipped explosive arrows at helicopters, hunting people in caves, does a fuck you kid to a Russian, hangs him after ripping some grenades and blows him up. Has a dogfight with a helicopter inside a tank, all done for real. Rambo 3 is badass. And people shit on that today. Just like people shitted on Predator 2. I know I'm going over the place, but, you know, this picture, it's Rambo in a fucking cowboy hat. I'm sorry, I don't see Stallone as a cowboy guy. That'd be, I mean, I'm sorry, it just doesn't work for me. If you had Chuck Norris, that makes more sense. But okay, I look at like other action stars. Do I really see fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme as a cowboy? Not really. And I love Van Damme. What I want to see, okay, God, I can't think of action heroes now. Michael Dudikoff makes a little bit more sense. Like, it all depends on the individual. Like Arnold, I think he's doing some TV show where he's a cowboy. I don't buy Arnold as a cowboy guy. I don't buy Stallone. And Rambo, I have loved Rambo since I was a kid. I've never thought of, oh, he's a cowboy type. Why? Rambo is not having fucking six shooters. That's Barney Ross doing six shooters. I mean, think about it. Do cowboys typically fucking rip out fucking throats and shoot 50 calibers to turn people into paste? And I know this is a bit, bullshit video because it's just a picture. It's a first image, but that's the first image you give people for Rambo 5. That's the first image. Is you in a cowboy hat as if you're in City Slickers 3. Don't you think that's a bit off? That's the first image you get of Rambo is him as a cowboy? He went from ripping people's throats and gunning people to searching for Curly's gold. And the plot doesn't interest me. So it's like Taken, except in Mexico. Mexitaken? Is that what's going to be called? Mexitaken? Rambo 5, Mexitaken. You Mexican or Mexicant? I'm a Mexicant. I don't want to see Rambo Mexitaken. God damn it. The whole idea. You know what? Oh, you don't like something different. Yeah, I do. When that rumor years and years ago that it was going to take the Hunter novel and Rambo was going to be in a sci-fi horror movie, I'll see that. Hell, the new Predator movie should have had fucking Rambo in it. By himself. Because he's more badass than all those motherfuckers in the new Predator movie. Should have done that. I bet you would have made more money. Because people are like, what the fuck? Let's go see it. And then, be like, wow, that's badass. Let's go see it. You'd have both camps. So yeah, have a sci-fi horror monster movie with Rambo fucking up. I don't know how many times I've seen people, oh, that'd be cool if Rambo faced the Predator. That's different, but I'm not mad about that. But no, we can't get that. Let's have him do his version of fucking Taken, but in Mexico. Fuck. I don't want this would be the last Rambo film because Sly is really getting up there in age. I don't want to end on a whimper when it ended on a bang. Remember Aliens? Fantastic ending to the two films. The movies that fucked it up. Terminator 2. Then Terminator 3. Fucking Genesis. I don't want it to happen, man. It's gonna happen no matter what I say, but do people not get, that's why I get so negative on that stuff, is because I'm passionate about this stuff. I do love these movies and these characters. That's why I'm passionate. That's why I'd rather you not do the movie than do it and be so fucking shitty and ruin stuff. Or hurt it, at least. Maybe it won't ruin it, but because I love the movie. Like Aliens, no matter how shitty Alien 3 is, I always love Aliens. And just ignore the shit out of Alien 3. But it does hurt it. Hurts the concept, hurts the name. I don't know what Sly's doing. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. And the plot, the synopsis, oh, he goes to Mexico and to rescue someone. That does sound like a straight-to-video movie. Maybe get some theater play because of the name, Rambo name, but the plot, I'm just saying the plot sounds like direct-to-video. Sounds like any number of direct-to-video movies that came out in the like 2000s. But that's all I got. Sly, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. See you guys later. Bye-bye.